another video. We're doing a how-to video. And what the heck is a how-to video? Because we haven't done one in so long. Well, now we're going to be doing one, so. And plus, don't mind this tag on my shoulder. My shirt's inside out. Anyways, so what we will be doing, give me 1 second. So we've got some Model Magic here. You can get this at the dollar store. You could probably order it online. It's kind of like a softer clay, but not quite Play-Doh. So here, without further ado, let's get into this. I forgot to mention, so 2 people at my school showed me how to do this, so shout out to them. And also, what you're going to need to do this, we're going to be making some sort of slime, you could call it. Now, you don't need borax or glue. What you need is sanitizer, Model Magic, and coloring if you want to color it. But if you were going to color it, we've already got ours colored because it came with it. But if you were going to color yours from white Model Magic, you're going to want to use a lot of Sharpie. I hear Sharpie works the best, and I mean a lot. So, now, let's get into this video. Okay, so we've got our stuff right here. This isn't the greatest view in the world, I know. So we've got our Model Magic in this bag. We're just going to cut it open with some scissors. Here's the first step. Well, technically, first step, go to Dollar Tree or whatever and get Model Magic in. Second, you're going to want to get it out. It can be a little hard. You're going to have to tear the entire thing open. Now we've got it here. You can play around with it if you want. Dang, this is thick. I tested it out with a lot smaller one. Dang, this is thick. Okay, so we've got Model Magic. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to roll it up. And it depends how soft you want your slime. If you don't want it very soft, you don't have to put very much in it. But if you want it really soft, you're going to want to put a lot of this stuff in it. But if you don't want it super duper sticky, then you're going to want to not put as much in it as some people might. So anyways, let's get into this. So what you're going to want to do is you've got your ball of Model Magic right here. And yes, it works best if you roll it up in a ball. Then you're going to want to push a hole in it down with your thumb. Doesn't really matter how deep. And you're going to want to take your sanitizer. And just before, your hands will get really dirty. Or whichever hand you're going to use to mix it in. So if you don't want to get your hands dirty, maybe get some gloves or something. But anyways, so got our little hole in it. You see that? And then we got our sanitizer. And we're just going to... It really doesn't matter how much you put in. It'll work with really however much. If you want it soft, you're going to want to put a bunch in it. Now, since this is thick, this is going to take a little while. So you're just kind of going to want to mix it around. And I'm doing this over a plate just so I don't get like everything here really messy. Dang it. And I do this at school sometimes. Until I put stuffed animal stuffing in it. Then it just made it really thick and really weirdly sticky. So I just didn't want it anymore. So anyways, I'll show you a time-lapse clip right now. Remember how I said this would make your hands dirty? Well, my hand is completely red right now. So yeah, again, if you don't want to get your hand this dirty, then either don't do this as much or use gloves or something. Okay, back to the time-lapse. The only problem with having really big Model Magic is that it's really thick. So you're gonna want to put a pretty good amount of sanitizer in this. Now, I also forgot to say that this is gonna require quite a bit of sanitizer. So if I wanted to keep this sticky or slimy for the rest of my life, I'm gonna need probably like 50,000 bottles of this. Just so you know. And also, I just want to say that since this is so thick, my hand is getting tired. But I mean, it's fine. Normally, these kind of videos don't do too bad, so it's worth it. Alright. So, as you can see, this plate is really red. And this is not as slimy as I want it to be. It was softer than when we first took it out of the bag. But it's still really stiff and not super slimy yet. So I'm going to be putting more sanitizer in it, rolling it around more. Yeah, this process, if it's already like slimy and sticky, it should only take like a minute. But I also want to say that when you know it's done with the sanitizer process, that's what I'm going to call it, where you put the sanitizer in and then you roll it around. When you'll know that's done because this won't be as sticky as it is when you put the sanitizer in. So anyways, let's get back to the time lapse. Now, as you can see, I put a lot of sanitizer in this because, well, one, it's sticky. Two, it's a bit shiny. And three, this. So, remember when I said that this is going to require a lot of sanitizer? Well, especially for something this big, this is going to take a lot of sanitizer to keep this like slimy and whatnot. So if you feel it starting to get a little too solid for your comfort or whatever, or for your, I don't know, for your comfort, let's just say that. So then you'll just put sanitizer in it, and that's where you want to put sanitizer in it when you've already made the slime, because this will, like all clay and Model Magic and Play-Doh, like all that kind of stuff, this will dry out eventually. But if you keep it in a bag with absolutely no air in it, airtight, and if you have some of this stuff, you can keep it slimy for quite a while. So you can use both hands if you want, or you can use one. I've just been using one just so I have one clean hand to click the play button of a video because, well, I don't really feel like getting my device all red and Model Magic-y, if that even made sense. So, yeah. So, I know I'm not done with this, but I don't really feel like boring you guys to death with a time lapse. So, what you're going to want to do is, if you really don't want to throw all of this out, what you can do is you can just do this. And look at that. It picks it all right up. If you don't want to throw out all of that, you can just kind of roll it around in it, and it picks almost all of it up. Look at that. Already almost, you could almost eat on this. Almost. Not quite. But, yeah. There's not really much else to say to this. Now, this is still really thick to my comfort, so I'm going to be putting a lot, and I mean a lot of sanitizer in this. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this how-to video. It was a good throwback since the year's about to end, and I'm about to do my end of year review maybe on YouTube. If I'll do that, I don't know. It's a good video idea though. But, so yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. Leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye. I also forgot to mention, what are you going to do with all of this in your hand? Well, there's not much time anymore, but remember how it's all really red and whatnot? What are you going to do when it does that? Well, what you're going to want to do, now this won't get all of it off, it'll get most of it off. It won't get like the little tiny crumbs though, but it'll get like the big chunks. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to take it in your hand and just kind of rub it or roll it around on it. Now, if it's already like kind of dry onto my hand, it's not going to do anything. But it's doing a little bit. I mean, I can't really show you guys. Can't show you. Here. We'll try and get this part off. You see that? I will assure you that is not blood. So, we're going to try and get that off. That is Model Magic, by the way. It's not blood. When I looked at it in the camera, it looked like blood. Okay, well, we got a little bit off my wrist. Not much on my hand, though. But you don't get all of it off, like I said. You get an okay portion off. Then you can just go in your bathroom or wherever your sink is and just wash your hands, and, well, then your hands clean and you can do whatever you want with it clean. Okay, anyways, though, this is the end of this video. hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment down below saying either what you wanted to see next or just saying hello. So anyways, bye everyone.